Alrighty, traders. This is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Daily Roundup webinar. It's been, one of the things that we talked about earlier today, and let's discuss equities. So equities yesterday, they rallied. It was a substantial rally. Blame it on Columbus Day, lack of liquidity, whatever the case may be. Equity markets rallied quite substantially, and now they're starting to pull back a little bit. Now, in the equity markets defense, let's just look at it like this: we may have just a bull flag developing. So just don't get. I don't think it's right to be bearish equities right now, based on what we're seeing. And this is the S&P. But the thing that we talked about yesterday was, given the fact that currencies didn't really move. They didn't move at all during this rally. If the equity markets pulled back, the dollar was likely to bounce. And if you read the Forex analytics analysis this morning, the euro dollar is testing ascending wedge support. Bulls should be a little careful here. The market has been caught up in the weaker US dollar trade into the weekend, and we could see some of that reversal or euro US dollar lower here. Now, the euro dollar, as you guys have seen, just, once equities started to pull back, the euro dollar broke down. Now we're at support here. I wouldn't get, if you missed the euro trade thus far, I wouldn't get too excited about.
Just above the lower pond.
Hold on really quick. I'm not sure why Jane is logged in, but I had to mute her. So there we go. All right. So as I was saying, just be careful being too aggressive short down here. If you missed it already, I'm not sure if there's more to come, or if you want to start shorting at these levels. I would, as you can see, we're at our support zone anyway. And if you look at the euro and what's happened, it's probably about a 38% retracement thus far. A little bit more than a 38% retracement. So we might make it to the 50%, down at like 117.20. I just wouldn't get too carried away on the short side of the euro here at this moment, unless equities really start to pull back. If equities start to pull back, then we're going to see some continued dollar strength. The cable actually broke down too. We broke down below the 130 level, which does have me a little nervous, because I do have some pound longs against some crosses. So I am a little concerned that we're pulling back here in the cable, but the cable should hopefully find its footing, maybe about another 20, 30 pips lower on this trend line. Oops, I did not mean to move that. So I'm hoping here we might find a little support down at these levels, right? That's what I'm hoping for. But as far as the Brexit negotiations go, it looks like we are not going to continue, or we're not going to make much progress going into this week. So that's one of the reasons why the cable came under pressure. But I think a lot of it is just dollar related. Now, it's just not the dollar though. And we did see the dollar against a lot of currencies rally. I mean, I did sell my dollar Canadian from yesterday, sold the dollar Mexican peso from yesterday. But look at the dollar Swiss. What a significant rally right into trendline resistance here. Okay. And I think the way the dollar continues higher is obviously through a weaker equity markets. And as of right now, the equity markets look pretty well bid, and it looks like we're just flagging. But also, I guess we, taking a look at the longer term, remember, this is the big megaphone resistance up here. So there is a risk of just rolling over and failing and giving back some of the gains that we picked up from yesterday and the day before. So if you see some of that, if you see it start to come down, I think that's our cue that the dollar is going to continue to strengthen here. What else? One of the other things that really have factored into this dollar move is the move in gold and silver. You can see gold rolled over pretty aggressively too. And this chart pattern that you're seeing here is exactly what I'm afraid of the euro doing, right? So the euro the stock market may be flagging, but you can see gold rolled over. That's what I meant to say. Gold is what I'm fearful of the stock market doing. You know, you had this what appeared to be flagging, and then all of a sudden gold broke down. That's kind of what I'm thinking might happen with the S&P. So that's what we have to be a little bit leery of. Just be careful here, okay? Just be careful. But yeah, the gold market's selling off. Silver's at its lows on the session. Let's go take a look at silver really quick. That's at its lows of the session, but you know, we may find some support soon. Probably looks a lot like this. There you go. Looks something like that. Anyway, other than that, guys, you know, we got to stay fluid. Kind of, they're still negotiating regarding the stimulus. I just don't think it's going to matter at this point. The market's already assumed that it's coming at some point. So, you know, we might get a buy the rumor, sell the news. So if they start piecemealing a deal together, we might see some selling of equities. It's quite possible. Buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. But other than that, guys, I hope you're you know, having a good day. I took some profits in the Canadian and the peso. I've been kind of scalping around long the pound against some currencies. Like I've been buying and selling the pound Aussie, you know, on dips today. I've been selling the euro sterling on rallies today, and I plan on holding a short position in well, actually, let me rephrase that. I plan on holding the pound long against other currencies. Jason asks, any thoughts on the yen crosses? Yeah, I mean, the yen actually looks pretty weak. What's really most concerning right now, I should say the yen looks pretty strong. What's most concerning right now is yields are coming back down. And that, frankly, I'm a little surprised about. I'm looking at the 10-year, and I really thought we were going to roll over here. I really thought we were going to roll over the last couple of days, and then all of a sudden here we are, you know, bouncing, and it's like, you know, bonds won't die. Bonds really need to die, and if they do, then we get, you know, some yields moving higher, and that's going to spark some pretty big movements in the currency market. So, yeah, I mean, you look at the pound yen, it's under pressure. Euro yen under pressure. Aussie yen's under pressure, and if the dollar yen starts to, you know, move lower, you know, next thing you know, you're going to have all these yen pairs down quite aggressively. So, I think we got to watch bonds. Bonds need to stop what they're doing. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, all right, guys, have a great one. And I will see you on the Face webinar. Thank you all for your support, as always. And we'll see you soon. All right, thanks, everybody.